Hello students, as you know, chapter 5th user defined methods is going on. In the previous videos, you have covered the basics of methods. As I told you, when you design the programs using methods, so three things you should keep in your mind. First is method prototype. Second is method definition. Third is method calling. So method prototype and method definition we have already covered. We also covered the method calling. But here you will know about the types of method calling. What are the ways to call a method? How can we call a method? So these questions arises when you design the program using methods. When we talk about the calling of a method, so there are two ways to call a method. As you can see, call by value and call by reference. Okay? Here we take a simple example by which you can easily understand the difference between call by value and call by reference, since both mechanisms are used to call a method. So you can see, first here we take a class. The class name is call by value. In class we take an instance variable, that is num. Here we take a method update, which will update the value of a variable. This update method receives one integer value. Then this method update the value of n, increase the value of by 2, then print the value of n. Now we talk about the second method, which is show. Show method contains the value of this num variable. The value of num is 10. Now before function calling, first we print the value of num. So here you will get the output, that is 10. After this, update num. This is method calling. This statement is method calling, as I told you in the previous video also. So when this method is called, the value of num is received by n. Now the value of n is also 10. Here we update the value of n, means 10 plus 2. So here the value of n, the updated value of n is 12. And when you print the value of n, so here we will get the result 12. Now the third and last statement in show method, we print the value of num. So here again we get the output of num is 10. It means there is no any connection between this statement and this method. Okay? And you can see this thing, you can see the difference in call by reference. And here you should also notice one thing: num is an actual argument, as I told you, and when you call this method, so the value of this actual argument is received by the formal parameter, which is capital N. So in this program, if anyone asks what is actual argument, so here num is an actual argument and capital N is a formal parameter. And one thing you should also remember, when you call a method by value, so here we pass the primitive data type value. Okay? Primitive data types: integer, float, double, char. Okay? Now come to the call by reference. Same thing. Here the class name is call by reference, and instance variable is num, like this. Now here we take update method. The same method is here. Now the formal parameter is different. You can see. As I told you, in case of call by value, we pass the value of primitive data type, but when we pass the value in call by reference, so here the value should be of non-primitive data type. This is the main difference in call by value and call by reference. And now we show the flow of the execution of this program. So here call by reference of obj, it means obj is an object of call by reference class. Now here this object, and using the help of dot operator, update the value of num whatever is received by object. Now here we print the value of num. So now we talk about the show method. In show method, first we create an object of class call by reference. What is the reason? You can find out this thing from this parameter. Since here an object is given, it means this object will receive the value of another object. Okay? Because of this, first of all, you have to create an object of call by reference class, as you are seeing here, and now we assign the value to the num in the form of o.num equal 10. Now system.out.println value of num is equal plus o.num. What is the value of num with the help of an object? So the value of num is 10. So here we get the result 10. After this is method calling. This is method calling, and in this method calling you can see here in call by reference we pass primitive data type value, that is num is of integer type, and in case of call by reference when we call a method, so here we pass the value of non-primitive data type like class, arrays, etc. So here we pass an object of a class. So here actual argument is an object. It means the formal parameter should be also an object. So you can see here. Now when you call this method, so here the value of o means the value of o.num, which is 10, goes to the obj. So here obj is an object of the call by reference class, and here o is an object of the call by reference class. It means both objects belongs to a same class. So here the obj is a reference to the object o. So now obj received 10, obj.num is equal 10, and here we update the value of num. So the updated value is 12, and when you print the value of num, so you get here 12. Now when you come back to the show function, so here you see system.out.println value of num is equal o.num. Here you have to very careful, since this object has been updated the value of num, and this object is a reference of this object o. So it means if any kind of changes is made in obj, so that will also reflect to the object o. So here you will also get the result 12. Okay, and here you can see when you print the value of num, so the value is 10, and here the value is 12. So what is the conclusion? Conclusion is, if any kind of changes made in formal argument, that will not reflect to the actual argument in case of call by value, and when we make any kind of changes in formal parameter, that will reflect to the value of actual argument in call by reference. So here, when you talk about the method calling, so there are two ways, call by value and call by reference. You have seen this, and two things you should keep in your mind. The first point, when you call a method by value, so in method calling you should always pass a primitive data type value. And second difference, if any kind of change is made in a formal parameter, that will not reflect to the actual argument. And here in case of call by reference, first point, when you call a method, so you should pass a non-primitive data type value, okay? And when you make any kind of changes in formal parameter, that will also reflect to the actual arguments. So now I would like to conclude this session. Thank you.